This is awkward occurrence or awkward entertainment. Okay, we're gonna get into what is the second attack in the past year in Mexico. Now you remember earlier in the year in Mexico, the news was playing family ambush, cartel ambush, Mexican ambush. So that happened earlier in the year when the cartel ambushed a family headed to Arizona to pick up another family member. So they attacked the convoy and end up killing a SUV full of family members. Well, there's been another scenario like that involving a family. So we're gonna skate right over to the internet, skate right over to the story. Okay, here we go. Now, let me see if this is the article. Yep. Now she kind of let me. What's going on, Thor? What's going on, Thor Gord? Now, the lady on the far right. This may be old pictures of the last family attacked in Mexico, but the lady top hand corner far right, she looked familiar. Like she just looked familiar. So they might be using old pictures from the other attack. Let's just get into it. An American family returning to the U.S. after a holiday visit to Mexico came under attack just south of Texas Saturday night. Now, this was posted when? This was posted January 6, 2020. They came under attack south of Texas Saturday night with armed gunmen killing a 13-year-old citizen and wounding four other relatives. Now, that was the report from the U.S. State Department official. So everyone wounded is an American citizen. The official didn't identify any other victims. Let me see. I probably won't read over the whole thing, but it is eerily similar to the last attack in Mexico. One of the USV's attackers passed a family. Okay, the USV passed them, then cut them off, causing them to collide and come to a halt. Gunmen then opened fire, according to a statement from the state of Tamaulipas security coordinating group. And let me skim through this right quick. All the wounded came from one of the family vehicle. You remember in the last attack, the boy had to walk 6, 7 miles home to get help. Like they didn't kill everybody, but he ended up walking home. But the highway is considered a high risk highway. Let me get into the video because this is gonna be short. I just wanted to report on this because you may see it more in the news tonight.
Made in the massacre of an American family in Mexico. 9 people, including 6 children, were ambushed about 100 miles south of the Arizona border last month. Police thought it might be a case of mistaken
Hold
identity by
on.
drug cartels.
See, that's the old attack. Okay, that is the old attack though.
One man was ultimately arrested. The exact number of arrests made today is unclear.
Let's go back. I remember that. We couldn't find no bodies in the car. That's what I remember from that. Hey, let me do it this way. But yeah, in that attack, the car burned. He said he put the bodies out, or the bodies were still in the car. So I don't understand. Yeah, this was 1 hour ago. Child shot and killed, 3 others hurt. I think they're gonna play the same thing. I hear the reward money for Harley Dilly is up to $16,000. Also, see this video plays. Also, the police department is asking for money. I know the taxpayers pay the police department. So I don't know why the police department in that case is asking for money for themselves. That's very weird. Like if they know these places are high risk, like why don't they put out signs, or why don't people just take a plane instead of just traveling by car through Mexico? That's just kind of weird. It ain't weird to travel by car. It's weird if you know it's high risk area. Why would you even travel with your family? Like, would you ride through a volcano, like a erupted volcano island? But Harley Dilly is still not found. I can't find nothing on Harley Dilly. Only thing I found on Harley Dilly is what everything everybody else found on Harley Dilly. Like, I've been looking for Harley Dilly for the longest. I can't find no information on him. I'm trying to check and see if they got more in-depth video. They're gonna talk about it more in video. I don't know El Chapo. Please don't talk about El Chapo. I don't want to hear about El Chapo. Ain't no talking about El Chapo. Let's read the article. And they got the magic number 13. So they only killed one person. I don't know why they didn't kill everybody. They killed one person who with the magic number 13. They injured other people. They have been returning to the U.S. after a visit to see relatives in the state of San Luis Potosi. Hold on. I'm not going to get that video. Yeah, that's what's the name. Okay, let me go back. Okay, I just wanted to touch on that because I got a feeling mainstream media is going to pick up on it, just like they picked up on the Mexican cartel ambush a few months ago. I don't think I still had that video. Everyone's having a great day. And I'm waiting for Tessa Majors. Anybody remember the Tessa Majors case? The 18-year-old Bernard college student stabbed in a park. Okay, they did a DNA test on one of the suspects they released. But the thing is, it's been almost 2 weeks. Well, 26. Yeah.
I need one bet tonight.
I'm gonna pause
For a
this.
huge amount of money.
It's been almost 2 weeks since Tessa Majors that DNA test was taken, and nobody knows if that suspect is the one she bit. Cause they say Tessa Majors had blood in her mouth that wasn't hers, so they tested the suspect, gave him a DNA swab, and I know DNA don't take 2 weeks to come back, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that case. They only have one person in that case. Out of 3 people, they only got one person they putting on trial. That's me lying with 2 people. Shane Carey crazy after that whole story. That's Tessa Majors. Nobody remembers Tessa Majors. The detective in that case is in a lawsuit That's what this is gonna be my next live. It's gonna be about Texas majors. Either way, the detective is in a lawsuit for this being a corrupt detective, basically. Now I want to play the video for y'all I did about the last ambush in Mexico. No, they got too many subjects in one. So we're gonna do that one or that one.
Joining me now is Trish Close. She is the aunt of Donna Langford, who is one of the three mothers who was killed in this horrible attack.
Okay, this is an old one. I don't know if I did any commentary.
Trish, I know that you're on vacation in Rome and that you are hoping that you're...
That was the oldest boy that was there. He has to have had so much strength to do that and courage, but
Okay, this was a weird case because you can see him put the camera inside the car and no bodies and just the demeanor of the family members, which is weird.
doesn't surprise me. Um, his mother is my niece, and she's a great mother, and she taught him well. These are great children. These are children of good standards and good faith, and that doesn't surprise me that he did that.
What do you think about the early reports were that it was a mistaken identity, but then when you learn that they were miles apart and that one of them got out of the car and was then shot, what goes through your mind? What is happening here? When these cars could potentially be targeted with these individuals in them and killed, women and small children.
What goes through my mind?
Like there's like no bodies in that car. It's I guess. But this was part one of the ambush. This was the first ambush a couple months ago. Now the media is giving us part two of another ambush. So I ain't gonna keep. I don't know if they was traffic it. They wanted to traffic them. They would have just kept them alive and like sold them into sex slave and stuff. Um, you talking about the previous Mexican ambush or this ambush? But criminals, people with wicked minds, they don't need an excuse to harm others. They just don't need an excuse. Okay, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna put together another presentation about this. The previous one, yeah, cause Mitt Romney was involved in the previous one. Mitt Romney great grandfather. They had a church out there in Mexico. Y'all remember them talking about his great grandfather, his great grand had a Mormon type church out there. Cause I believe they went out to Mexico because it was illegal in America. So they had Mitt Romney speaking on that case, and it was just a strange. That last one was just a strange case, cause that one SUV got shot up. Everybody got killed in that, but they didn't kill nobody else. The boy ended up walking home like over 6 miles. There was a guy, cause one of their SUVs had broken down. So when that SUV had broken down, I believe they had called a relative to come fix it and bring another car. He bought another car. They went ahead. He stayed back to fix the other car. He saw an explosion ahead, maybe a couple miles ahead. So he started walking to the explosion. When he got to the explosion, That's when he recorded the inside of the car burnt out. I don't know why he didn't see the boy. Like, the boy was walking that way from the accident scene, and the guy was walking to the accident scene. This is very strange. Okay, I'm gonna put together another presentation about this. But I'm gonna do tests of majors later on. I'm hoping the DNA tests come out because I want to know is the people who they have as suspects the actual suspects, the ones who did it. So this has been Awkward Occurrence for Awkward Entertainment, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Yeah, polygamy. Yep, multiple wives.